The final week into the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
They're going to bury him in the backfield.
Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Now Allen. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 14 carries, 54 yards, and a touchdown.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game, because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working. And they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Allen now looks to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo.
So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense, because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's third down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham. You have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is Jakeem Grant. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense.
They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And he said he was feeling good in the lead-up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in Week 1 with 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Awfully impressive.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
They go play action with Hurts.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Hurts throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. Their defensive side did that. But he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the defensive captain and said, don't worry about it. We've got you. Now we got first and goal.
Yeah, we're seeing punch, counter punch, and this could be setting the table for quite the game.
I like that. Let's go ahead and put it in the boxing ring, right? You're going to get hit sometimes. Can you respond and hit back? And they're trying to do exactly that.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal.
Throwing is Hurts.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
A.J. Epinesa.
Just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. Now from way back there after the sack, it's third and goal, a long third and goal. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. This from 44 yards away.
The kick by Bass is good.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Marcus Peters up to make the tackle. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play here for Buffalo. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time on a catch and run. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game. And we see a lot of big plays, as we just saw there.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun to give to Henderson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Allen.
And he'll get this underneath to Singletary.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain down.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt.
Back deep, Jakeem Grant. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
Cleveland offense making their way out.
And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
A give. This is Chubb. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half-yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Let's go.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 1st down, Hurts. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Rolling to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And he rips that one incomplete there. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hurts.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Henderson will try to run for the first. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Buying time to his left. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So that'll back him up 5. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that will do it for this first half. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter.
It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And you know what I think the defense is saying back to them? Why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level. First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time on the catch. catch and run.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Handoff comes to Chubb, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Yeah, the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jalen Hurts, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead.
Hurts will throw.
And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And that was the old QB one-man band play there in the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants at the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations, they thought he couldn't run it? No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith.
And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And we're back now here in Cleveland. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. Throw right side, caught by Davis. Touchdown, Bills. Gabriel Davis
his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Bills are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Jakeem Grant now to return.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They go play action with Hurts.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there.
It sails incomplete.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot, so what can they do to get closer now on 3rd down?
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Eluding the pressure right, and he wisely will throw that one away.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The kick by Bass is good.
And they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Now Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Allen. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Throwing on first down is Allen. Complete. Smith has it.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
And the Bills are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Now Allen.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line.
Throwing is Allen.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got it. Complete. Touchdown! Devin Singletary, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The return man is Grant.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
So now the Browns down on the scoreboard. At time, a huge factor. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Dancing to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll look to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you get a heck of a tight end candidate.
He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. first down. They'll run with Chubb. And they'll get him down right about the 20. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think part of their plan was to hit him over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
And he fires one that's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT.
And the Bills have just about sewn up this football game. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and it took a big 4th quarter to do it.